Hello Scorpio! Thanks for turning up for the August of 2021 reading with me, Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. I've been in the metaphysical field for over 30 years. I started as a tarot reader and I've been doing all sorts of things since then. I continue to do tarot readings, but I create spiritual art, I do astrology, I do channeling, and all sorts of things. So thank you for tuning in. This is for Scorpio Sun sign, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. Well, today we're going to be using for the main portion of the deck the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, as always. And then, if you are, we're going to pull one card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which is an Animal Totem card. And then if you are a Patreon Level 2 subscriber, there's going to be 3 additional cards pulled from the Circle of Life Tarot. Quick announcement before we really get into this reading is that I am opening up for the Libra Ingress, which is occurring. It's a quarterly reading that I offer, 4 times a year. They're always very popular. My most popular readings. They'll be available for a limited time. So just to let you know, it's for the upcoming season, and if you want to get in on it, you can find the information below. Alright, so these cards have been shuffled in between, and now I'm just going to do a very loose shuffle to pull out, this one first, then this, to pull out the cards that are meant for our Scorpio friends for the month of August. I think I got 2 again, yeah. And as I do so, look at the cards, and I keep getting 2. Keep getting 2 at a time. Usually I pull 1 at a time. But anyways, as I'm doing this, you can look at the cards, and you can be drawn in. Spirit guides and angels can draw you in to the card that is meant for you, number 1. But you can also look at the words. You can get messages from the words, and especially it can go up, down, backwards, sideways, any which way. And then especially if it looks like it says one thing and then it really says something else, that's when you really know that, hey, this is spirit guides talking right through this deck and giving me the message that I need for today. All right, so these cup cards all across the top here. We've got the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. These are all cards of water sign energy, of spiritual energy. These 2 are very similar. Both of these cards can be messages coming through from spirit. Spirit guides and angels are trying to talk to you, and you Scorpios, you guys are all very psychic. You hear those messages. You're listening for those messages in most cases. The Scorpios got their ear to the ground. They're waiting for those messages to come through. So this is going on, but you may be kind of looking at what went wrong. You're getting in that depressive state, getting into that gray lizard state, which you don't want to do. You want to strive for that eagle state. And if you're down in the dumps, there's still good news on the horizon. There's still the best is yet to come. That song came through for me the other day when I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I'm Scorpio rising, and I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I was down in the dumps, and I heard that song came through, the best is yet to come, and it's coming through again for Scorpios in general. So don't be caught in the downer, because the universe has got all sorts of things that they're throwing them at your feet. That's what I'm seeing. These things are laying them at your feet like gifts, and gemstones and pearls or whatever. And there's something about the pearls and the swine. What am I picking up on? But they're laying these gifts at your feet. These are gifts that are being laid at your feet. So you've got to try to get a little bit higher perspective. You've got to try to incorporate your because if you're not familiar, the Scorpio has 3 different expressions. We have the gray lizard, which is the depression, the down the dumps. The stinging scorpion, which is the mean. You don't want to piss off a Scorpio. If you've ever have, you know what I'm talking about. Scorpios can be very mean. If you unleash that. But then the highest expression is always the eagle, and the eagle soars above. The eagle sees the higher perspective. The eagle takes the highest possible scenario, the highest possible route, and is triumphant and victorious, which is definitely what's showing up here in the 6 of Rods. You can be triumphant over this, whatever you're going through. There's a victory in this. Oftentimes the universe will push us in a direction to release something that's bad for us, you know. And Scorpio is a fixed sign, and sometimes you don't want to let go of something you don't want to let go, you know. So it's a time to just listen to the universe, soar higher, take that high road, and go with it. I forgot to mention for everybody what's going on this month. We've got two big things. First of all, we've got the new moon on 8/8, which is the Lion's Gate. So the 8/8 portal is opening. That's a powerful time to manifest and create. So we've got that happening, and it's on getting a big boost because it's happening with the new moon in Leo on the 8th. So there's that. Then the full moon on the 22nd is a zodiac blue moon, meaning it's the second full moon in Aquarius. We had a full moon in Aquarius in July. I'm actually recording this reading right on the full moon in Aquarius in July. And then we have another. Usually you get one new moon and one full moon a year. It's very unusual that you have two in a row, so we do. And that's happening on the 22nd. So there's a couple of things going on here that are really magical and magical energy that you can work with. I thought of that when I saw the Strength card, because the Strength card is number 8, and it also has that lion on it. So it reminds us of that Leo energy and the 8th month of August and the 8/8 Lion's Den. I want to say, though, it's the it's not called that. Why am I calling it the Lion's Den? I want to say Lion's Den, so we're going to say that, but it's actually called the Lion's Gate portal. Yeah, not the Lion's Den. But maybe the Lion's Den has a meaning for somebody else, you know, for someone watching that reading out here. Strength is you have strength and you have patience, but it's also that you come from a place of strength. I want to bring that in real strong for you, Scorpio. I feel like, because this is you over here, you are the Queen of Cups. These readings are gender neutral, so there's no male or female assignment to anybody. But this is the water sign person. This is you. This is the water sign person. So and it's you, but it also could represent another water sign, say another Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. But you're right aligned with this strength. You are coming from a place of strength. You are going to be victorious. You are so powerful. Scorpios are very powerful, and it can be intimidating to people. Sometimes people, you know, it's a lot. You know, people are like, especially like a lot of the air signs and maybe even the fire signs, you know, they're all about fun and play, and then you come up around Scorpio and it's just like, yikes, you know, you could be a little off-putting, I guess, but that doesn't mean that you should back off and not be who you really are, you know. You're coming from a place of strength. That comes through really strong. Let me write that down maybe for your headline, coming from a place of strength. So remember that, a place. Let me write it down before I forget, a place of strength. You're coming from a place of strength, so you're not going to be like pushed around or let these things, you know, get you down, at least not for too long anyway. You're coming in, and there's some people here that maybe these offers have to do with some money. There's definitely looks like there is some new beginning in money or a new situation being offered in a financial arena or having to do with finance and money. It looks from this spread that it's this king and queen of the King of Swords and the Queen of Rods, and to me they feel like they're a partnership. They might be like a married couple, they might be business owners, all of the above, but it does feel like they are working in tandem to offer you this. It doesn't feel like it's one or the other. For the most people, I feel like this is going to be the two people together, and they're offering you the position, they're offering you the financing, they're offering you the deal, they're offering you the partnership. The offers are everywhere. Offers galore. Maybe that would be a better offers galore. I'm going to put that as your title, because it sure looks like it. They're just offers everywhere, and these offers are coming toward you. So you're in a position of power, if only for the fact that you have the ability to choose. You can choose amongst the many offers that are being presented for you, because you've got a lot to offer. You've got the goods, Scorpio. You've got the goods. You've got the goods. What is that? You've got the looks. They've got the good. It's you've got the look. You've got the look. Yeah, I think it's it. You've got the look. It's an old 80s song. You've got the look. I can't think of it. If you think of it, you can write it in the description. Don't put a link, number one, don't put a link to a video, because YouTube automatically marks that as spam and nobody will see it. Number two, if somebody's already answered it, you don't have to answer it 50 more times, okay? So check the comments before answering it. I think that might be Prince. You've got the look. It sort of sounds like it's a falsetto voice. It's a male falsetto voice. You've got the look. I can't think of what it is right now, but let's go ahead and move over to the animal totem. Quick reminder again, don't forget about that Libra Ingress reading. Very powerful time, very powerful reading. I know many of you order it every year and all the time, and I do appreciate that. It is these are my most popular readings, so get in while the getting's good. I always start it like a little bit a month ahead so that I can hopefully get everybody in, because sometimes I get real busy. But even if it ends up being that you don't get it right before that time frame, it's still good for the next season, the 3 months. So anyways, let's do an animal totem for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Moon, their animal totem for August. The raccoon. See, so sometimes with the raccoon energy, you want to be quiet. You want to be quiet because they wear that mask. Sometimes you want to keep it on the down low for the time being. And Scorpio, anybody can keep a secret. Nobody can keep a secret better than Scorpio. I'll tell you that right now. If you want to confide in somebody, you tell a Scorpio it's in the vault. I mean, maybe unless they, sometimes either side, Libra or Sag, if they have a little affliction there. But for the most part, that's a Scorpio thing. And I feel like keep it secret till you know for sure what's really happening, till this offer's like a done deal, till you've signed on the dotted line, they're saying. You'll be signing on the dotted line. Okay, masked marauder of the night. Resourceful, curious, tactile, resilient. Ceremony, ritual, the shaman's journey. Paying meticulous attention to diet and hygiene. And all of those things could be relevant, but for the most part, I really feel strong about this, don't be blabbing all over what you're doing until it's a done deal. Until you've signed on the dotted line. That's what they keep saying. I wonder if I should put that as your title. I think Offers Galore, but I'll put sign on the dotted line too. I might change my mind later. But they're really coming through strong with that. So somebody's going to be signing something until you sign on the dotted line. You've got the look. I can't get that song out of my head. Anyways, let's drop the You've Got the Look song, because real quickly it's back to school time, and I'm so in love with these journals, and a lot of you have already ordered them, really like them. It's featuring my artwork, and this is just a small sampling of some of my more graphically oriented artwork. And so if you got back to school kids, or you're going back to school yourself, or you just want a beautiful journal, these are only $6 and some change through the Amazon program, and you can get free shipping with Prime, so please do check that out. And on the topic of art, I'll be coming up with, I'm going to be selling prints of my more fine art paintings. These are more like the graphic design type of stuff, but I've been doing this spiritual painting, and it's really been, life-changing for me. And I've channeled music since I was very young, and then I started writing books with the Transmissions for Humanities, and I've been doing that. I'm working on the second book of that already, and now I'm kind of like channeling art, and it's a really cool process, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's very deep and powerful and spiritual. So if you're interested, you can stay tuned for that. But if not, I want to thank you all for tuning in and supporting me in all the ways that you do by purchasing these decks and the books and the art and the t-shirts and the spiritual personalized art stuff that I do. I just have so many things. Check out my website, and I know many of you do each and every month, and you do purchase my wares, and that means the world to me. But there, you can also get something nice for yourself, in the process. So it's not just like you're just throwing money away. You're getting a beautiful journal or whatever, so that's always cool, and it's appreciated. And then there are many things that don't cost a cent, like by hitting that like and subscribe. People say they can't find me anymore. Well, if I hit those like and subscribe, that signals the algorithm of YouTube to put me back in the mix, and then the subscribe button, then you won't miss a beat. So thank you so much for all of you who do that and have done that throughout the years. Remember, you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Have the best month of August, and that Lionsgate powerful portal. Get your mojo working. Get your things together. Do your manifestation work, and watch it just skyrocket is what I'm hearing. Okay, Patreon level 2 is coming up next. If you want to find out about that, it's below. Have a great month, Scorpio. Bye. Hi everyone, Vickieverlie here. Many of you know me as a tarot reader on YouTube. While I've been reading tarot for over 40 years, I've always been involved in various avenues of metaphysical exploration. As a lifelong musician, I've always known that the music I was writing was coming through me, and that I was connecting with something higher than myself during the writing process. It wouldn't be till years later that I could put a name to it: channeling. I realize now that I've been channeling music and receiving channeled messages in the readings all along. Although I have written lyrics, I never really seriously applied the process to writing until 2012, when I wrote my first metaphysical novella, Starseed, A Pleiadian Tale of Love. The writing of this book was so filled with synchronicities. There were things coming through based on historical facts that I had no way of knowing. By the end of the book, it was clear that I was just taking dictation as the story unfolded in my mind's eye. Several years later, in 2019, I followed up with a full-on channeled book, The Transmissions for Humanity, Book 1, and the transmissions show no sign of stopping. Around that same time, I felt called to revisit my fine art roots. I've been making art my whole life, since I could hold a crayon in my hand. But since the advent of personal computers, I was primarily a digital artist. After digging my old art supplies out of the attic, I found I was pretty rusty. But it found it so calming and meditative that I made it a regular practice. Since then, my art has evolved into what I'm calling interdimensional art or interdimensional art. Yet another form of channeling, the images and messages emerge through the art, and the results are amazing. The energetic frequencies that are coming through the arts are undeniable. While I am not the first person to engage in this type of channeling, I am indeed an avid practitioner of the art. Behind me are a few of my recent paintings that I am making available in the form of fine art prints. These high-quality giclée prints are printed on 100% archival paper using archival certified light-fast inks meant to last a lifetime. Each print includes a certificate of authenticity and a handwritten thank you note by myself. If you would like to own one of these prints for yourself, I've included a link in the video description below. Thanks for watching.